Hello aviators, welcome back to my channel Skybreakers. Thanks for watching RTRA exam preparation series videos. Please subscribe to this channel so you can watch my regular uploading aviation related videos. I am getting too many queries for how to prepare the RTRA exam part 2, that is Viva. It is kind of the interview. I have already explained about what is part 2. If you have any doubt, please go through my previous video. In this video, I will be explaining in details about radio aids. What all are the questions examiner may ask you when you are attending for part 2? Let's start. Normally for part 2, WPC examiner may ask about basic radio aids and electric and electronics system. DGC examiner may ask about rules and regulation, definition and communication related questions. In this video, I am going to cover only basic radio aids. In upcoming videos, I will be explaining in other topics. Here we go. The first one is radio wave propagations. And from one place to other place, if we want to transmit the signal, we need to propagate in different way. That is sky wave, direct wave, ground reflected wave, surface wave, space wave. Next one is properties of radio wave. We have the radio wave different properties. That is normally it consists of electric field and magnetic field. This is normally it will be travel speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Normally it will be travel the straight line. These all are the properties of radio waves. Next one is modulations. The modulation definition is the superimposition of audio wave on a carrier wave, that is called modulations. Next is there is different types of modulation we have: frequency modulation, amplitude modulations, and pulse modulation and phase modulation. They can ask the question. Next one is the frequency. What is frequency definition? That is number of cycle per second. And the amplitude, that is a definition. Wavelength also they can ask. Critical frequency, skip distance. Next one is radio frequency spectrum. This is very important, the radio frequency spectrum. Normally we have radio frequency, very low frequency, medium frequency, high frequency, very high frequency, and etc. So normally they can ask the questions, what is very high frequency spectrum or band? And normally very high frequency VHF band is 30 to 300 megahertz, and HF is 3 to 30 megahertz. They can ask the questions. Next is communication frequency and navigation frequency. The communication frequency normally we use 1182.136 is the communication frequency. Navigation frequency 1082.117.905, that is navigation frequency. Then they can ask about how many emergency frequency do we use. That is 121.5, 243 megahertz, 406 megahertz, 2182 kilohertz, that is in the HF band. Next they can ask about Q codes and QNH, QFE, QNE, what is QFF, QDM, QUJ, QBD, QDR, etc. And then they can ask about simplex and duplex. The simplex is normally and one-way communication, that is nothing but televisions, radios. And duplex is the two-way communication, that is normally the mobiles and walkie-talkies. And next they can ask about what is height. Height is the definition they can ask. The height is the vertical distance from the ground. And the altitude they can ask, what is the definition of altitude? That is vertical distance from the mean sea level. Then they can ask about what is flight level. Flight level is the vertical distance from the standard atmosphere 1013.25. And then they can ask about what is nautical mile. Then they can ask about attenuation and fading. Attenuation and fading, that is nothing but the frequency which we are sending, and it won't be reached at the same frequency which we are sending from one station to other station. It can be lost due to the gravity, or it's like it's traveling too far. So that is like attenuation and fading. Next is ATIS frequency, that is automatic terminal information service frequency. Normally automatic terminal information service frequency is 126 will be starting. So these kind of the questions they can ask. Moreover, examiner may ask about some equipment and instrument from radio aids. There is a first one you can see here, ADF and NDB. There is in details they may ask. Next is what is VOR they can ask. Next they can ask about what is ILS, instrument landing system, what is like MLS, micro landing systems. Next they can ask what is GPS, global positioning system. Then primer radar, second radar they can ask what is DME, that is distance measuring equipment. Then they can ask about what is AWR, that is airborne weather radar, and then what is the use, and these all the details they can ask. Next they can ask about what is TCAS, traffic collision avoidance system. Then they can ask about what is ELT, that is emergency locator transmitter. Then they can ask about what is GPWS, that is and ground proximity warning system. Next is they can ask about what is ASME, that is aerodrome surface movement indicator they can ask. Then PAR, that is a precision approach radar. Then RNAV, that is area navigations. Then emission designator. This emission designator is the like it will be show the characteristics of and the all the equipments and instruments. Here I have given the examples. Normally, and when they ask about some question, at least you need to tell few points. They will be expecting from you some few points you need to explain, you need to convey to them. So for example, and if they will ask about what is properties of radio wave, you need to tell and at least like 5 points I have given here. And it consists of electric and magnetic field. They are perpendicular to each other. Does not require any medium to travel. Its normally travel speed of light 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per seconds. Normally radio wave travels straight line. Hints, reflection, refraction or diffractions. And you need to explain in such a way that and you need to convey to him in all the details which he asked the questions. In case the examiner is asking about any equipment or any other instruments, so you need to tell in this order. So and for example, if he is asking about what is VOR, then the first you need to tell the VOR is full form is very high frequency omnidirectional radio range. Then what is the use? The use is normally for the navigations. Next is frequency. What is the frequency is working under this VOR? Next the band, that is frequency spectrum band. Then you can tell what is the working principle, it's working under the VOR. Next is errors, you have the different types of error in VORs that you can mention. Then any other information for emission designator or any other information you can mention. So this is the format if you tell and he will be happy, and as well as it's very easy to remember also. Here I have given example for better understanding. Suppose the examiner he asked about what is ADF and NDB. You need to tell in this order. For example, ADF automatic direction finder at aircraft, NDB non-directional beacon on ground. Next is what is the use of this ADF NDB. That is en route navigation, homing, holding and approaches. Next is frequency and band. The frequency normally we use for the ADF NDB 1902 1750 kHz. The band we use upper LF, that is low frequency, and lower medium frequency. Next is working principle, that is bearing by loop theory. And we have the errors on ADF NDB, there is night effect, coordinate error, hostile refraction, mountain effect and static interference. Next you can give the other informations, that is whichever the other information you know about ADF NDB you can give. That is emission code N0N, A1A, N0N, A2A. The loop aerial normally figure of 8 and the sensorial circle and cardioid, that is a loop aerial and sensorial is and combined. So you need to explain if the examiner he ask about in details. Hope you understood basic of radio aids. I covered most of the radio aids questions asked by the examiner. I will be explaining in other topics in next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, do not forget to press like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below if you have any query. Happy landing. Thank you.